Hey, John Bitterson here from JB Total Fitness, and I'm going to share with you my 3 training principles that are going to get you leaner and losing weight, so stay tuned. So training principle number 1, and this is massively overlooked in all gyms that you'll go into, men and women. So a lot of people in the gym are moving limbs, they're moving joints from A to B. Now they might think that they're actually training, but they're not. They're actually just moving. They're not initiating the working muscle that they want to work on. So what we first got to understand is that every exercise we need to initiate and we need to cause tension into the muscles that we're looking to train. Okay? Now some might be more difficult than others. So if we're trying to, train biceps, this can be quite easy because many of us are able to get tension into our bicep and take it from a lengthened position to a shortened position, quite easily maintaining the tension. Now, we need to apply that to every exercise that we're doing. And as I said, it can be more difficult than others, and it can take a bit of time to learn it. So if we're doing a squat, all right, what I want you to think about next time you're doing a squat is actually think about not just moving from A to B, down to the ground and up again. What I want you to think about is driving your feet out, apart and down into the ground. And if you can do that, you'll find you'll get more tension into the legs, into your hamstrings, into your glutes, into your quads. Now you have to try and keep that tension as you move through that movement, all the way to the bottom of your squat and all the way to the top, not locking the knees out, so you keep the tension in the legs. Now what you're doing is you're lengthening muscles and you're shortening muscles, trying to squeeze them as you shorten them. And now you are training the muscle. Now that muscle is going to have to change. It's going to have to react to that tension that you're putting into it. So stop moving from A to B and start using tension. Training principle number 2. Now, we can all go to the gym, we can get into kind of a routine of doing the same old movements. The muscle, if you are actually engaging the muscle that is going to get used to those movements. So we have to bring in different exercises and bring variety in to actually get a response from the movement, okay, and the muscle. So if for guys we're working chest and all we're doing is flat bench press or even just incline bench press, that is only going to get you a certain result, okay? And then we're going to have to start to stimulate the muscle in a different way. So the way that we can do this is, yes, we can change the pitch of the bench to use different heights so we can target different muscle fibers in the chest. But also what we can do, we can start bringing in cables instead of just dumbbells. Dumbbells are great, but when we trying to get into this shortened position, and as I'm trying to demonstrate with chest training, we get into a shortened position here, we can become very weak. We're very strong here, but very weak here. So using cables and cable flies is going to allow us to keep tension onto the muscle all the way through the lengthened position through to the shortened position. So training principle number 2, use variety. Don't just use dumbbells or barbells, but also use cables to generate force and to get the muscle to react and continue to make progress. Training principle number 3. Now, I'm a big advocate for compound movements. What I mean by compound movements is these big movements that we do in the gym. So things such as the squat, deadlift, bench press, overhead press, rowing movements that incorporate many different muscle groups, okay? Now, these are fantastic. They're going to get you great results, they're going to test you, they're going to push you. But what we need to do and make sure that we do first of all is that we can move correctly, we can engage, do all the other principles first, and then we can start doing big compound movements. If we've got poor hip mobility, poor ankle mobility, then we're not going to be able to do these movements, particularly the squats. If we've got poor shoulder mobility, we're not going to be able to push a bar correctly above our head. So work on mobility, and then we need to look at pushing towards the big compound movement. So These are just some of the training principles that we do at JB Total Fitness, and they've got fantastic results for our clients. Now, I'd like to offer a fantastic opportunity to anyone out there who is frustrated at the gym, not making the progress that they want. And we're going to offer you 3 free training sessions here at our private gym facility to really kind of get clear of what you want, and we can have a chat about what you're after, what your goals are, what your frustrations are, and how we can help. Then you'll be able to come in for 3 sessions and really get a feel for what we do here and how we can support you and help you to move forwards. So there is a link with this video. So hit the link, fill out the very short form, and we'll be able to get in contact with you and arrange for you to come into the gym. So I hope this video has really helped you today, and I look forward to speaking with you, some of you guys soon and helping you move forwards.